better than yours. No such thing as a likeness. Better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a likeness. Better than yours.
Hey, hi, hello, it's J Janell. I'm back with another video. I am impulsively buying a new laptop. I literally decided to get a new laptop over the weekend, but I impulsively decided to go today. It is literally 7 o'clock and Best Buy closes at 8. So I'm not even gonna do a long intro. Let's run inside so we can get a MacBook. They currently have a sale on all their Apple devices, which is why I'm trying to go today. So let's go see if I can spend some money. Let's go.
Normally I'm quick to switch up my playlist. My mind, I'll pack my bag and don't say shit. I got what it takes to say this. I got all the plays and I played it out like this. I wanted to say this. Want us to make it. I'll trade it all for you. But it just hurts so much when it ain't working out. 'Cause I don't want nobody. Whichever is faster, whichever one is in a household. Oh, damn, yeah, man. Oh, never knew, no, I never knew that you be a freak and a friend too. Yeah, you into everything I'm into. Oh, I got something that I could lend you. Oh, a piece of mind, baby. Come and get a piece of mind. Yeah. Say you gotta work from 3 to 9.
The last time I recorded was Tuesday, I think, when I actually got the MacBook. So it's been a minute. It's been almost a week. I really wanted to wait to film the ins and out of this video after I played around with the MacBook so I can give my inputs on it. So I did wait a few days, which is why it's almost Tuesday again. It's been almost a week since I bought the MacBook. Let's talk about it, let's review it, and let's see if you should get it. I ended up getting MacBook Air M1 chip in the color gold. Even though the gold honestly doesn't look gold, it looks rose gold. As you can see, if you're looking for a gold, like an actual gold, you're not gonna get a gold in the MacBook Air. But they also have 2 other colors, or 3. It's a silver, the midnight, and another color if I'm not mistaken. A lot of people say that if you're looking to get a MacBook and you're a content creator, not to get the MacBook Air and to get the MacBook Pro. But in my opinion, I just like the MacBook Air better because of the sleek design and how lightweight it is compared to the laptop that I used to carry around. I used to use the Lenovo IdeaPad i3 or IdeaPad 3, something like that. I just know it was a Lenovo laptop. Compared to my last laptop, like I said, it is very lightweight. That last laptop, it was not this lightweight at all. The MacBook, I have a case on this, so it kind of looks a little bit thicker than what I'm actually about to show you. But this size right here was literally the size of the screen on my last laptop. So if you are more into like a light design, really sleek, I would recommend the MacBook Air instead of the MacBook Pro. The MacBook Pro is a little bit heavier. Now a lot of people say that the MacBook Air runs really hot when you have a lot of apps open, like softwares open. But for the past week, every day at school, I have been editing some photos on Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Lightroom. I've had both of those apps open, including like YouTube or Netflix playing playing in the background. My MacBook did not run hot. The battery didn't run dead fast, so maybe it's just depends on how often you use it or how long you've had it. I don't know. But again, I do have the M1 chip, and they do say the M1 chip is better. I didn't really do my research onto the difference between the M1 chip and the M2 chip. If y'all want me to go into detail about that in another video, let me know. But I didn't really do the research on that and go into detail about it. I just knew I wanted this one. Okay, I would have to say the cons to the MacBook Air is that it only has 2 ports, and the 2 ports are literally the USB-C ports, which you can see right here. These 2 ports are literally the only 2 ports that's on it. There's like a jack port for like headphones, earphones, whatever. But that's really the only downside that I've seen about it. Of course, this is literally my first MacBook, so of course it took me a minute to get the feel of it and move, you know, like actually maneuvering on the MacBook compared than on the laptop. So my personal cons would be like simple stuff that is just because I've never had a MacBook, okay? So I can't really speak on those cons. I just say the cons for a content creator. It doesn't have any other ports but the USB-C. That's really the big difference that a lot of people were saying between the MacBook Pro and the MacBook Air, and why content creators shouldn't get it, because it doesn't have like HDMI port, it doesn't have a USB port, and it doesn't have like a SD card port. My last laptop had the SD card port, where I didn't have to buy like a adapter. But because this doesn't have that, I went and bought this little adapter from Amazon. It was literally like $11-12, but it was during the Prime Day sale. Original price, I think it's like maybe $15. But honestly, I would rather spend an extra $15 than to spend an extra $300 for it, almost $500 extra just to get it on the MacBook Pro, because in my opinion, that's really the only difference. And of course, the little bar that's on the keypad on the MacBook Pros, where it's like touchscreen, where you can touch your icons instead of being at the bottom of the screen. That's kind of the only other difference that I've seen. Honestly, in my opinion, I wouldn't say not to get the MacBook Air as a content creator, because a lot of people say, well, just go ahead and get the MacBook Pro because of the ports. And this MacBook was on sale at Best Buy for $750, and I literally just went and bought this port for like an extra $10-15. So all in all, I spent like that's running up to like $820 compared to going buy a MacBook Pro, which would be like $1,100-1200. If you have the money to go get the MacBook Pro, I would say go get a MacBook Pro. I decided to go with the MacBook Air because I just like the sleek design of it, and it's very lightweight. I was tired of the heavy laptops, okay? I want something really compact, something small, something that I can carry around with no problem, and the MacBook Air was that. Another thing that I would say that's really a pro about MacBooks, I think this goes for all MacBooks, is that when you're going to your files and stuff, it's really easy to find a lot of stuff, and they actually give you like a preview of whatever file you're trying to open or whatever, and it's easy to move around files, it's easy to separate files. That's really a big pro to me. It has a lot of stuff on the MacBooks that I really like. A huge pro of the MacBook, I think this really goes for all MacBooks, but I'm really gonna specifically say this for the MacBook Air. The display, like the way it is very vibrant, all the colors, all the contrast, all the saturation, everything, the vibrancy, all of it it looks good. Like, it doesn't look dull like some Windows look. And I'm sorry to, you know, throw it out to Windows. It actually, like, when you watch something on here, like, the quality is so good. Like, I kid you not, it's so good. The sound quality on the MacBook Air, chef kiss. I love it. It's very loud. To say it's, you know, this small compact MacBook, it's really good. This MacBook was on sale at Best Buy. They had a 2-day event at the same time that Amazon had their Prime Day event, where all Apple products were on sale at Best Buy. So the MacBook was $250 off, and my the AirPods 3rd generation, those were $49 off, $39. Can't remember exactly the number, but they were also discounted. So I got the MacBook Air M1 chip in the color gold, and I got the AirPods 3rd generation, and in total I spent less than $1,200, and that's for both, and it includes the warranty, which was $179. So the warranty covers my MacBook and my AirPods, instead of me paying like $179 for the MacBook and then $50 for the AirPods. They gave me a deal that the $179 covers both, so if anything was to happen, they do get replaced. It was $1179 roughly, so that $1179 included the MacBook, the AirPods, and the protection. So I think that's a really good deal, because $1,200 would be what you would be paying for a MacBook Pro, and that's not including the taxes or the protection. So again, that's really up to you. Now, originally priced, the MacBook Air is like $999 if I'm not mistaken. But if you are about to go to college, or you are thinking about getting one, I would wait until like the end of July, beginning of August, because Best Buy and Apple, specifically Best Buy, but both of them do like college deals where you can get MacBooks, AirPods, all of those things heavily discounted. And when I mean heavily, I mean like $100 off, $50 off, which is, in my opinion, it's a heavily discount instead of just like $10 off. So I would honestly recommend waiting a few more weeks when all the deals come out for school, back to school deals. The only downside that I've seen is that it doesn't have the ports. A lot of people say that the MacBook Air, the capacity to have multiple apps open at one time, it really all depends on what you're doing, on which one to get. Like if you're a photographer, a professional photographer, or a videographer, I would recommend the MacBook Pro. If you're just a content creator who does YouTube, I recommend the MacBook Air, because you don't really need that many softwares or that many apps open when you're editing. Like I just recently switched over to using Velo, V-L-L-O, I think that's what it's, I don't know if it's pronounced Velo or Velo or just V-L-L-O. I've been watching a lot of Michaela Amari videos, and I noticed that she uses that, so I started to switch over to Velo. And when I'm editing my YouTube videos, that's really all I have to have open is Velo. Of course, sometimes I open Safari to go on YouTube and download some sounds, or if I need to download maybe like a background picture or something. Other than that, if you're just a YouTuber, I would recommend getting this. What I'm trying to get at is that if you're just like a content creator YouTuber, I would recommend the MacBook Air, because you don't have that many softwares open. Now, if you're one of those people who works with like Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, or anything dealing with Adobe, maybe switch to the MacBook Pro. Maybe think about getting the MacBook Pro. But again, I had the Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Lightroom and YouTube at the same time all last week while I was at school, and I didn't have any problems. It didn't get hot. It started running hot. It didn't start acting funny. My battery wasn't dying fast. So I mean, it really depends on, it really depends. Again, it could just be how long you've had the MacBook or whatever for you to start having those complications. But that's really it that I can really say about the MacBook Air. Again, it really all depends on you. That's really my pros and cons. Not that many cons in my opinion, a lot of pros, and I'm again emphasize my opinion. Do I recommend the MacBook Air in one chip in the color gold? Of course I do. I love it so far. It's almost been a week that I've had it. I fell in love with it. I would definitely buy it again or get it again, you know, if I had to. All in all, I do recommend it. I love it. Very cool. The case I have on it is just a very clear, simple case. I just got it off Amazon. It's a very simple, clear case, little protection case. I will link it down in the description. And I will also link down this little attachment that I was talking about, where it has the micro SD and the big SD card. And that's really it for this video. I really do appreciate you guys for watching. If you do end up going get the MacBook Air, come back to this video and let me know what color you got. I would love to know that you went and got it based off this video, or if this video helped you at all. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.